Hello, this is Jam Master Daniel 96, and today I will be reviewing Star Wars Han Solo by Marjorie Liu, if I said that right, and the penciler is Mark Brooks, and inkers are Mark Brooks for issue 1 and 4 and 5, and then for issues 2 and 3 is Dexter Vines, and colorists are Soyana Oback with Matt Miller on issue 4, and the letterer is VC's Joe Carmanga, and cover art is by Lee Bermijo for issues 1 and 3, and issue 2's cover artist is Tula Lote, and issue 4 cover artist is Oliver Coipel, and issue 5 cover artist is Carmone Halma, if I said that right, and sorry if I butchered those names. And I'm doing a comic review, as you could tell, as when I read those names out and all the positions on this comic. And this was a 5-issue comic miniseries from Marvel Comics. And this came out, I'm going to say, about around 2016, like 3 years ago. So this was like after The Force Awakens came out. And pretty much the main theme of this comic is racing. I mean, the comic is set after A New Hope. I mean, it starts out with Han and Chewie in a bar, then they meet up with Leia. Then Han and Leia get in an argument, then Han enters the race. Then when they land on the planet, Han tells one person, who's in the race, who he's racing against, that Han tells him that he almost killed him. And then stormtroopers arrive on the planet, and an Imperial officer. Then Han kind of gets involved with them and stuff, and then they try to capture him. Then Han breaks free, and then Han and Chewie return to racing, and then they have a stowaway on board. The stowaway tags along, then they land on a desert planet and meet with this tiger-looking creature. Han gives something that could have meaning. There's mention of Raftars, so you have that connection to The Force Awakens. As I said, this comic came in 2016 and The Force Awakens came out in 2015, so I mean it would have been a nice connection around that time when this comic was made. And they get on the Falcon with a few other people, then they go back in the race and they encounter a Star Destroyer. They also have a run-in with TIE Fighters. Then they meet back up with Leia. Han talks about leaving and staying with the Rebellion, and that's pretty much the comic. Pretty much I just, gave you a little rundown on what happens throughout this 5-issue miniseries, and I read this in a trade paperback. And I'd have to say this was actually quite a fun read, and I definitely would recommend it. And then I remember I read a headline when this comic came out that George Lucas read this comic series and he liked it. And I mean, that's kind of cool that he liked this comic book series. And I know pretty much I've heard, from various people that he does read the Star Wars comics more than the novels, and that's a little fun thing to think about. And as I said with this comic, I did enjoy this read. I mean, it is like a typical Han Solo adventure and all that with him and Chewbacca, and definitely if you're a Han Solo fan, I would definitely highly recommend picking up this comic, like in single issues or a trade paperback, and definitely it is well worth a read. And that's pretty much all I gotta say with this review. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel and comment what you think down below, and I'll catch you guys next time with another video. Bye.